Here are the 5 things I wish I knew when I was younger. You've seen many videos like this titled 5 things I wish I was told when I was younger. But see, the issue is that when we were younger, the adults told us everything all the time. We just didn't listen. This is why this video is 5 things I wish I knew and I understood when I was younger, which will make the biggest difference. And if you're younger and watching this video, I hope it helps you. Firstly, my name is Inu Katapan. I lead an international peace-building organisation in the Middle East, various other entities and organisations across various sectors, train 4 different types of fitness, and I'm learning 4 different languages at the same time. But in truth, we all wish we started earlier, or we all wish we had more support, or we all wish we had this advantage or that advantage. There's always an 8-year-old who's training martial arts in Thailand who's better than me. There's always an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old who's founded a business or won the lottery. There's always somebody who has something more than us. And that's why I'm making this video. Because despite all the things I've achieved, despite running marathons, founding organisations and getting world records, the biggest thing, I still wish I had started earlier, and I still wish I knew these 5 things. Without further ado, let's get started. 1. Everybody fears something. As I said in the introduction, no matter who you are, what stage you are, or how successful you are, you always want something. You could be a billionaire like Elon Musk, and you'd still want your time back, or you'd still want more time with your family. You could be 8 years old, and there's a 6-year-old who's done more than you, and etc. So no matter where you are, I wish I knew that there is always somebody who's both doing better than you and doing worse than you. It's like, imagine being in an ocean. In an ocean, there are bigger fish and there are smaller fish. It is almost guaranteed that you are in the middle somewhere. No matter how successful you get, there's almost always going to be a person who's doing better than you in your perspective, in your field, or whatever endeavor you're pursuing. But on the other hand, if you're even watching this video, there's likely over 1 billion people who are doing worse off than you. So remember, no matter how slow your progress is, or how far behind you think you are, there are always people that are going to be doing worse than you, and always people who are going to be doing better than you. So compare to your past self, not others. 2. Systems beat motivation. You've likely heard this everywhere, but it's so crucial you understand the truth behind it. You can be motivated for days, or for weeks, or for months, and you can go to the gym on just this motivation, or you can learn a language on just this motivation, but almost certainly, it's not going to go on forever. If you rely on motivation, you'll be kept down because nobody's motivated 24/7. Systems are what actually allows you to compound and allows you to grow and build what you want to build. And what do I mean by this? Systems are simply anything, a routine, a plan, which doesn't rely on your motivation, which you can look at and execute time after time after time. And the most powerful one, in my opinion, as I've written in many articles, is to have a minimum viable routine, or an MVR. This is crucial. Ensure that no matter what happens, you get 1 hour of progress each day towards things that actually matter to you. But ensure even on your worst days, you're still compounding. 3. Focus on compounding in the long term. Here's an example. I love learning Spanish. It's one of my favourite languages to learn and I've just started learning. Now, Spanish is a very easy language compared to Arabic and Hebrew and some of the other languages, of course. So I could probably learn Spanish to a decent level in just 3 months if I were to put time into it every single day, right? The truth is that I don't have that kind of time, and more importantly, I wouldn't be able to do that every single day. Again, this comes back to the second point, that systems beat motivation. If you were to put in just 15 minutes every single day, you'll be roughly better than 95% of people in a specific field by the end of the year. 95% of people. This isn't a hard statistic and it depends on the fields, but it gives you an idea of how important it is to make those small actions. That's why apps like Duolingo, for example, are so useful and so successful in trying to teach people languages. They're not going to teach you how to speak fluently, but over time they will give you this compounding ability, which is what actually allows you to grow. You don't found a business overnight. It takes months and months of work and coming again and again and again in those smaller points, and that's what you should focus on. 4. This is perhaps the biggest one I've learned in my life. Don't listen to other people's limitations they put on you. Nobody else really knows what you're capable of. You can do almost anything if you put your mind to it, if you have systems for it, and if you focus on doing it every single day. I was told forever that I couldn't do it, that I was going to drop out of school, that I was going to fail, and all of these different things. And when I stopped listening to people, and when I realized that it's only I can decide what I'm capable of, then I achieved the things I wanted to. Everyone said that I couldn't run a marathon without extensive training. I trained for about 4 to 6 weeks of running, and I ran it. First try with no support. Nobody even knew I was running a marathon. I did it. I didn't even have water or food, and I still did it. I founded a peace building organization which is incorporated and operates over in the Middle East. While I was in school in Australia, I thought I couldn't do it, and I did it, and now I have a world record to show it. So don't let other people tell you what you are and aren't capable of. 5. Finally, this is perhaps the most important one. You have to take every opportunity you can, or at least consider every opportunity. You never know how much your life can change in one day. Here's an example. A few weeks ago, I was on the verge of sickness, I was tired, and I just didn't feel like keeping going. But I did, and I got up and went to the gym and did all the other things that I usually do. If I hadn't have done that, if I hadn't have checked my messages, I would have lost out on a critical opportunity which might in the end allow me to travel overseas as part of my work. Without knowing which trip could come up or this opportunity could appear, an example to illustrate my point. You never know how much your life can change in one day or 1 week, right? An opportunity can appear at any time, and you just need to keep pushing, even if it's hard, even if you're at the minimum baseline every single day, and these opportunities will come up. And when they come up, because you've built this baseline, then you'll be able to capitalize on them, and you will be able to grab onto those opportunities and actually react to them properly. So make sure you take every single opportunity and grab onto it as much as you can, because you only live one life, and you never know how much can change in a single day. There are the 5 things I wish I knew when I was younger. While I know 99% of people that are younger than me aren't really going to listen, that 1% of people who do listen, who think maybe he's onto something and write it down or stick it on their wall or rewatch his video, they are the ones that will have the biggest impact. Because in truth, watching YouTube videos isn't going to make you successful. Like, we've all watched hundreds of motivation videos or how to do this or how to do that. But it's actually doing it ourselves which makes the biggest difference. So just take away one tip or one thing from this, right? And if you're younger than me, which some of you are, then good luck in whatever you're fighting for. And if you're older than me, then I still think these tips are applicable. But I also can learn from you. So feel free to drop in the comments any tips you wish you knew when you were younger, and like the video so we can get it to reach more people. Thank you so much for all your support, and thank you for watching.